You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and this is Your Pet Cat Girl is Somewhat of a Yandere by Sonazki. So, this is kind of interesting because, so I was getting ready today, I had my notes ready, I had all the reviews I planned to do ready, and I was like, yeah, okay, good, we got all these lined up, I'm good. So I wake up today, and then I see this video in my recommended. Some video about a Yandere cat girl, and I'm like, that's a good concept. That's a good one. I think those are a perfect concept together because, you have like the Neko, wholesome, kind of pure love energy, and then you have like the, Yandere, like, deranged love energy. You put that together, and what do you get? Kawaii. So I clicked on that saying, okay, this is probably going to be good, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Never heard of this channel, no clue what's going on. This video is, like, really good. This video is really good. So I'm like, you know what? I have all the reviews planned out. Whatever. I'm going to review this anyway. This has to be done. I'm just doing this, man. So, I'm doing this. I don't care if it's 17 minutes. I don't care if I haven't seen anything else from this channel. I don't care. This video deserves it, so this is getting a review. Okay. So, this is a long video. So, reviewing the structure will be a little bit more difficult, but nonetheless, let's get into it. So, it begins with you introducing her to your house, and she's all like, oh, what a big house, you really own this, master, whatnot? So, it's not really called Neko in the title, but this is basically a Neko. You are the master, and there's this dynamic going on. She later goes on to say that she was basically abandoned by her mother. Her mother basically kicked her out of the house and gave her to you. I don't know your relation to the mother or your former relation to her or whatever the situation is, but that's how the setup is. So you bring her to your house, and she appreciates it, and she goes to look around the house. She looks around the food. She's like, oh, 3 different types of pudding, and I don't even know what this is. It's not even written in Latin characters. Pretty tasteful to use the term Latin characters. What was the other thing she mentioned? What was the other thing? Oh, there are these fruits with languages I've never even heard of, whatnot. So, this is the simple introduction. Then she starts to establish the backstory, basically by asking you, why did mother not want me, basically. And you explain that it's because she is a science experiment. Apparently, mother wanted to create cat boys, but ended up creating her accidentally. So then mother kind of like neglected her and then eventually disowned her. So that's the setup here. And this character, by the way, I should explain, is basically like a semi-abused character, a character that has a guilt complex, a character who also has an attachment complex because she did not have an attachment with her parents. She was neglected, so she doesn't want to lose you. She wants to actually, believe in you and believe that she has a real connection with you. And she just basically does not take any of that for granted. So that's the setup with this character, and it's very good. And another thing that is done throughout this audio is she'll put in these little like whisperings, where she'll like say a statement and then she'll whisper under her mouth another statement that implies kind of her true feelings, which is kind of a unique thing. It's not something I really see much, for you to basically kind of like whisper your thoughts, but it's very effective. And I mean, when you're kind of on edge, I find I did that anyway. Anything that makes you crazy, Like if you're in love, you probably would do that, because when you're in love, you go literally crazy. You get obsessive compulsive disorder. You know, your serotonin drops and you get like mass anxiety, and you basically take on semi-insane traits, and you become basically like addicted in terms of traits. So mumbling things to yourself is one of those things that would be done. After all, mumbling to yourself is usually something you do if either you're a genius or if you're insane, or both. So, you know, that's usually how it goes. But in this case, it's a very subtle way of building characterization, and it's very good, and it's fitting, and it's great, and I didn't notice it my first time either, so it's something you can probably see on a re-listen? I want to say rewatch, re-listen. But it's great. Great. But anyway, that is the setup, so just want to see if I'm not missing anything, because this is, you know, this is a big video. Yeah, so, you know, we got the backstory, and then what happens is you go to make a meal. So you know, she basically offers to try and help you as much as possible, because she appreciates you a lot, because you've taken her in and whatnot. I think, oh, what was it? No, that's later. There's a line where she says, you know, Mother never used to appreciate me like this, but it doesn't matter now that I have Master. And that's actually a very good thing later when you get that, because it shows basically a development of her attachment to you throughout this audio, even though, you know, it was in the beginning, it's stronger at the end. Excellent. But you cook, basically. You cook this food, and, you know, she helps you, and she offers as much as she can. She says, oh, I'll clean, I'll do whatever I can, I'll cook, I don't really know how to cook, but I'll try to learn and whatnot. So then she helps you cook, and then she drops your plate, I believe it is. And, you know, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll clean it, whatever. And, you know, she regrets, and I believe at that point she also mumbles under her voice, you know, please don't leave me. Or she says, like, yes, I'm worried, because I'm worried that if I make a mistake like this, you'll disown me, basically. And, you know, she mumbles that, and it's kind of edgy. This is a very kawaii audio, but the background music sound is very intense, and some of these things she says under her voice are also pretty kind of like edgy and kind of tough. So, I mean, it's a good mixture on that, because it's good to have levity even in something that's really dark, you know? Like, even like a manga like Berserk has comedy and levity moments, even though it's a very, very, very dark series. That's kind of a more out there example, but you know what I mean? It's good to have that balance. This has plenty of kawaii moments. All the highlights I put on are all kawaii, but all the mumblings under her are great for characterization, and they're great for tone, and this has a great tone, and on that I guess I can explain the art. So the art, you have this girl, she has pink hair and these googly eyes kind of going on, and her cat ears seem to be just like black. They almost look like they're tied on, actually. And then other than that, she's wearing, I think, a white dress, and it's kind of like a baggy dress, and it's nice. And the background is basically just like a dark living room or bedroom kind of a look. I don't remember seeing a bed in it, so I want to say more like a living room, or like a porch or something. But it's just like a dark room like that, and it's good. It's good, and she emotes as well. Like, it's not, it's animated basically. Like, as each different line, she'll give a different emote, which is really good. You know, I mean, it's not like it's like mind blowing, but it's better than just having art on its own, having a semi-animation. So, very appreciated. Art kawaii, character kawaii, background appropriate, music appropriate, you know, line work appropriate, script excellent. Seriously, dude, this was, I was like, this is just great. Like, I don't know, I've never seen this channel. It just popped in, and I'm just like, yo, yo, dude, this is this is I'm not obviously not gonna like delete my notes for the other reviews I've made, but this is going on there, dude. This is going on there. So I literally spent, you know, my middle day writing down the notes for this video too, because I just had to do it. I just had to do it, dude. It was worth it. This video is worth it. Like, go and watch this video, seriously. Anyway, going on to the ladder section. So, after that, you basically establish that you have to go to work. Gotta go to work. No, I'm at work. Gotta go to work. And, you know, she doesn't really know what work is, so you explain to her that, you know, you gotta go to work for 8 hours, and she's like, you know. And yeah, this is the case. One thing I actually missed there. Again, it's difficult to remember everything in order because this is a long one. After the eating, you say you want to reward her for her helping you. The reward she asks for initially is to meet other Nekos, other cat girls, basically. And you tell her that there aren't any other cat girls. You just say there aren't none. I don't know if that's a completely true statement or not, but we'll assume for this situation it is. She's bummed out by this. She wanted to have like a Neko friend or something like that to kind of understand, but, you know, I think she mumbles under her voice, you know, it wouldn't be the first time that I'm alone, so. But then she asks for a GPS to put on you so she can track you and know where you are all the time. Because she never wants to let you go. She you know, she wants to make sure that, you know, you're always with her and whatnot. So that's very good. And you say you'll think about it. I'll think about it. But, you know, then you have to go to work. So, you know, I kind of did that out of order, but, you know. Then you go to work. And, you know, you come back 8 hours later, I guess. It kind of just cuts. But there is a fade out, so it's good. And then you come back, and then she's like, oh, well, you know, you're back. I was worried because, you know, you weren't back exactly 8 hours later. And, you know, this is nearing the end of the audio. And, you know, she says that she occupied her time by writing a poem. So, you know, I'll actually recite the poem to you verbatim. You know, I'll critique it a little bit, you know. I was, you know, a big time in English. I've always been a big time in English and language back when I was a wee lad. So, you know, let's recite this. I hunted a mouse on all my fours, with much more violence than all the wars. I caught it in my paws, to much my glee, but killed it not, it is for me. I could not understand its cries, but saw my name deep in its eyes. Oh, how it did bite, and bite, and bite, and throw, but if it wanted to leave, it would have long ago. I mean, hey, I'm not coming into ASMR expecting poems. I mean, back in the day, wrote poems. I like writing poems. I like rhyming. It's something I do all the time. When I need to, like, post in a Skype chat or whatever, filler, because sometimes you need to, like, there's sometimes where to get back to a page, you need to refresh it by just posting a message in it to, like, share things. Sometimes, if I want to just post filler to, like, get it back on my timeline, I'll just make, like, some random rhyme or poem up on the spot, and it's something I like doing. So, in this one, I mean, it's not, like, the most mind-blowing poem of all time or whatever, but it's a nice little poem. It's a nice little rhyme, you know, catches off, you know, rolls off the tongue, and it's nice. And, you know, it establishes her catgirl traits. She does go nya, and she does say master, and they're all the tropes you need in this. And there's that. And, you know, this nice poem. And in the case of the mouse, you know, I would presume would be... I mean, I would assume it's kind of like keeping you in control, or I assume anyone who's betrayed her, basically like hunting them down ruthlessly, or at least showcasing violent tendencies possibly within her, although nothing violent is really portrayed through this character. Again, somewhat of a yandere, not a complete yandere. You know, so she wants to track you, and she's attracted to you, and she wants to, you know, always have you around her and whatnot, but not necessarily violent in that kind of way. Maybe this is kind of edging on it. She goes on to explain that she drew you and her tied up together, so again, there's that. And you apparently think that's cute. You're like, hey, us tied up together, hey, why not? Nice little scenario you're coming up there. And it's like, yeah, it's like, we're just tied up together, we're up there, and it's like, yeah, you want that kind of association. You want literally an unbreakable bond, a permanently tied bond with us, right? And we appreciate it. So Master apparently bought something, and he bought cat ears, so you can put on his cat ears. I don't own any cat ears, so I would if I could, but I don't, nothing to put on there. And you wear it so you can make her feel comfortable, make her feel like she has someone like her, because no other cat girls in existence. So you want to make her feel like she isn't alone, and she says she appreciates that very much, and makes her very happy. So Master aims to please. So let's see if there's anything else here. Just so I can check, just to see if I miss anything. No, and that's actually the ending, right? So she says that's perfect. This is perfect. That you want to. You got the cat ears, and we're here. I should have mentioned earlier that you did give her a hug, and it was her first hug she's ever had. Mum apparently never hugged her, or the scientist. So she asks, she asks if it wouldn't disgust you. She mumbles, "Can we try another one of those hugs?" So this character is clearly kind of repressed, and hug moment. I'm here for the hugs. I want to give the hugs. I want to give the hugs as much as I can. And Master is looking for that. So that's the scenario. This was very, 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 very good. Yeah. So honestly, that's the thing. In terms of characterization, I basically established all of it for you. But the key thing is it was very clearly established. Every sentiment of the character was justified. You have very deep tropes of the character and very deep sentiments of the character you get through these small little exposits. Each interaction is clear. Sublime. This is great stuff, dude. This is so good. This is a good script. This is how you do it, man. Dude, this is so good. So, very, very pleased by, who is this again? Sonazki. Never even seen this channel before, but this video was so good I had to review it. So, we're here, dude. We're here. This was a great one. So, I got everything out of the way. So, last thing I have to give you is the rating. And you probably won't be surprised at this point, but audio 5 out of 5, wholesome rating 4 out of 5 because it is kind of dark. Overall rating 10 out of 10. Rank legend. This is top of the line quality. This is great. This is really, 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 really good. Could not recommend this audio more. Link in the description as always. Watch this, listen to this. This is great stuff. So, thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.